On, we're rolling.
How we all doing tonight? We got our
Good.
boy Chadwick, we got your boy Meck. You know how we roll. We like to talk about a bit of everything, about what's going on in the world. We're showing Chadwick, what's going on in your life. How we all doing tonight? What's going on?
Doing good, man. My voice probably sounds much better this time in this podcast. I was just listening to the end of our last podcast where we challenged each other to draw and we talked for a whole hour. I can't imagine anybody will want to listen to that podcast with how bad I was sounding. I think people will turn that one right off when they hear my voice. But there was like the fires from Canada here in Pennsylvania. The smoke was just everywhere, and it was like I guess I was breathing it in, and I didn't even like notice how much I was breathing in. And you know, my one buddy he took a picture of the sun, and the sun was completely like orange and like just like it didn't even look like the sun. It was completely just blacked out. But yeah, I saw at the end we challenged each other to do some drawings, and we just kind of ran in and did those. We just drew up some of our drawings in like 10 seconds here. Let's show our audience what we drew. I got the dragon,
All
which
right.
was your challenge to me here. That's my dragon. What do you think? Is
Yeah.
that cool?
Yours is way better than
You think
mine.
so? Uh,
My drawing's kind of shitty right now.
that's the
He challenged me to do an alligator,
uh,
and that's a butt, that's a face, and it is kind of shitty, but still my best drawing ever
yeah, he did it
is my
in the
dragon.
Meck's book, so you know he really put some effort into that one. So you got everything you put into the Meck's book is like legit. It's a Meck piece of that's the whatever. You're the artist. I just say you're the artist. It's funny.
He kind of put me under pressure, guys, so it's kind of like I need time with my art. I need time to draw it out. And like I need a couple tries and make it perfect, but
Eh,
I might try to draw it out again next time to make sure it's like perfect alligator. That like all the details and everything. Like he kind of runs me, being like, "All right, we gotta do a drawing." I'm like, "All right."
yeah, it's just I remember I was just like thinking Florida or something. Like there's a ton of gators out there. We've talked about that before, and snakes, gators, all that crazy crap. We got deer here. I guess there's some coyotes and foxes and
And you know
some.
what's funny? What some people call alligators, they call them dragons sometimes.
Oh,
Because
really?
like they're the worst fear of what like animals are. Because they attack people, they kill people.
Alligators?
Hell, I remember this one time that got his leg bitten off or his arm or something like that, and still lives. Like, yeah,
I
there's
didn't think I didn't think alligators were as
a lot of
dangerous.
crazy stories, man.
I thought only crocodiles were the danger. I didn't think alligators were that dangerous unless you were like a kid and like
There's alligators and well, aren't they the same thing?
what is crocodile?
Alligators and crocodiles.
No, dude, crocodiles are like 4 times bigger than alligators. They're like huge.
There was a crocodile. I don't know to be honest with you.
Um,
I
well, I mean, there's no crocodiles in Florida. There's only alligators in Florida. So, um,
just remember somebody getting like their arm or whatever chopped off,
yeah,
or some person almost died or died, and oh, there's a lot of stories going on in Florida
yeah, yeah.
about alligators.
So, what's up with you and dirt biking? You getting your dirt? Thinking about dirt biking? We were talking about that before. Getting that, working on
That's
that, getting that.
I.
What did you have? You had to fix something on your bike was broken or something.
That's my plan tomorrow. Actually, is to get my dad actually help me out, and I still gotta come up to follow up with him and be like, "Yo, Dad, after we go out for a beer for Father's Day, would you help me out with my dirt bike, getting all fixed up and whatnot? Because all I gotta do is a carburetor, and that's it, and change the oil.
Yeah, that's
Literally, that's like
that's like
all
basic.
what I gotta do.
Yeah, that's like
It's
basic
simple.
maintenance.
It's simple work, and
Yep.
It's like I want to do it myself, and I feel like I'm gonna put a roller screw or something, or be like, or I want to screw up something doing it myself without
Yeah.
my dad's help. My dad's like an evil genius, air quote.
Yeah. And do you have it someplace to ride around where you're at? Like some like a place that everybody rides at or something, or is it?
Oh, bro, that's why I want to get my dirt bike fixed up, especially because like there's a few dirt bike places where you can actually get raced as an adult and like race with like professionals and everything. It's like literally what I want to do. It's like one races and still like trying to get sponsored by some few people, like race and
Mm-hmm.
let's go aim at it.
Do you watch? Do you
What my
watch?
dad
Do you
kind
watch?
of told me, which kind of put me into a down point, was, oh, you only get sponsors if you're young and like you're 5 or 10 years old. You just like keep on doing it from there. And my challenge is for my dad is being like, I bet you I could still get a sponsor even as an adult.
Hmm.
Dirt bike riding if I put heart and soul into it.
Mm-hmm.
Getting paid from someone.
Yeah. Have you been to the
And it's
tracks? Have you been to those tracks yet to see what they're like, what they look like, or?
not yet, but that's what my goal is right now, is just get my dirt bike up and running, start going ham at it again because I used to ride a lot. And it's like riding a bicycle. You don't forget how to ride.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, not joking. Like it's something that sticks in your mind. Like,
Yeah.
and honestly, I'm just trying to figure it out.
What is that? What kind of riding have you done? Have you gone to like you gone to like racetracks or like what have you done in the past? Just like gone over jumps
I've
and
been to
stuff.
one racetrack, but that was like when I was super young. And but when I was older, I used to ride with my buddy in the woods and dodging trees and shit like that. Like from my older experience, it was just like dodging trees from with my old buddy Joe because he owned some good amount of land. And then I remember this one time while he was on his quad, while I was on my dirt, but I beat him every single time. He was so annoying, man. Like literally, we got yelled at by some dude, be like, you can't run right here. That is our lawn right there. I was like, wait, what? So you trying to get me in trouble here? And
Just
Joe
some
was like, that's my fault. We'll ride right on out. We're out.
yeah. I mean
But
when
yeah,
we
like every time we race like on that track, like I was like in third gear, it's going full speed. Just praying to God I don't hit a pothole or anything. And luckily there was like no potholes or anything like that. Like
is your
we
dirt
just
bike
went
was your
hands.
was your dirt bike actually faster than his bike or was it that you were just more skilled?
It was his quad.
Or yes, but
Skill, maybe yes. Cause like we did turn both. Like we challenged. Excuse me. We ended up like turning like 4 times. Like we went 4 times. Like one just like going super fast, turning it super fast down and doing a hardcore throttle. Just goes.
yeah, I've done some like mountain biking
It's
and
also it has to skill. There was skill in the way you ride, in my opinion.
yeah.
But yeah,
Do you ever have any accidents or anything like that? You ever crash or
I
anything?
mean, I've thought on most one I've had was when I was like 15, and that was with my buddy Tyler. I'm not mentioning the last names, but yeah, my buddy Tyler and his dad. I let my buddy Tyler my big dirt bike, and I was riding his little 35 or 80 cc fucking dirt bike, man. And it was funny, man. Oh man, like I remember like riding across like the bogles and shit like that. And it was like, let's go super fast. Like, like I was doing very well. And I made like through like half of this track. And just, let's go, let's go, let's go. Man.
Yeah.
And I ended up just like almost face planting. and I ended up like tearing up my knee and
Like
like
head first,
literally just
like that kind of over the like where you're
yeah,
going like over the bike. Shit.
literally, and I literally like had hard just straight across my right knee, and I ended up coming home. I remember that day. It was 4th of July, and my knee was like bleeding a little bit, but I was like, I just got hot straight on my bike. They all stopped. Like I was just going like forward from them, and then then they were all stopped. We're like, yo, like you fucking good, bro? And I was like, oh yeah, it's just a little scar, man. And we all like kind of kept on riding, and then like his dad was like, all right, we should really stop. I got war in my back. Like, let's take care of the knee real quick. I was like, I'm good, man. Let's keep on going. And he poured like a little water on me to like stop the bleeding and whatnot, but we just like kept on going. Just and then we brought back my dirt bike and everything.
Yeah. How many? I mean, was it like you got different? What are they called? Gear? Am I wrong? Is it gears when you change? When
It's
you
called gears,
is that
yes.
right? Yeah.
On mine I got 3 gears. On other ones I got 4 or 5. It depends on the amount of CCs it have.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
The then you got the front brake and the brake on your foot, and you have to push them both at the same time. Am I right? Is it like a motorcycle where you basically have to like you have to push both the brakes at the same time? Because if you hold what if you only if you're going fast and you just grab the front brake, you'll go forward. So you have to hit both brakes so it kind of slows down. Am I right? Or
yeah, you're right. You're
yeah,
right.
that's what's up.
I'm gonna grab grass real quick, but it's like right there. I'll take like
All
two
right.
seconds.
Yeah, I'll just talk about my experience with riding a motorcycle. Yeah, I've ridden motorcycles. I had one for like a year. Ended up getting into an accident and it got towed, but it was a ton of fun going as fast as I can with my 100. I think it was like 100 cc, something like it's like slow. I got up to like 100 miles an hour on my Ninja 250, and um, it's just fun being on a motorcycle. You got to balance, and when you're making a turn, if you're going right, like if you're gonna go right, you have to turn to the left, and if you're going left, you have to turn to the right. So it's like you have to think differently. For example, if you're riding a bicycle, if you want to and you turn left, you're going or right, you're going right. But if you're going on a motorcycle and you turn right, you're going left, and you have to like balance as you're turning, going around turns. Uh, yeah, balance. I think balance is important. Um, and yeah, wear a helmet is what I gotta say. I'd say wear a helmet. Make sure you're wearing a helmet, Meck, when you're riding. Uh, I know a lot of people don't wear helmets, but I recommend you wear a helmet, man. Do you wear a
They
helmet?
are stupid, and I always will help because I don't want a concussion, even though I should have had a concussion from working at a few jobs I've been to. And honestly, I should have a concussion, but I don't because I'm smart about it.
I've had concussions before. One the main
Oh
one
no, I
being
did have one concussion. I lie. I did have one.
yep, me too. I've had a whole blackout concussion where I don't know what happened I was skateboarding down a hill going really fast. It was actually like a longboard, and I don't even know what happened. Apparently, I must have hit the back of my head somehow. Something I don't know what happened, and next thing I know, the police are there. I'm waking up, the police are there, and they're like, um, they I did have a drink, like I had a beer before I was skating, or so I wasn't drunk, and I didn't drink enough where I was drunk, but uh could have been a factor. They thought I could have been drinking too much or something. But I told them I only had like one drink or something like that, and so. they wanted me to get into like the ambulance. They had an ambulance come, and I said no, I don't want to go to the ambulance. I don't want to go to the hospital because I didn't feel like I needed to go. And
What was this on? Just a bike or?
yeah, no, it was on a like a longboard skateboard. I was just going down the
Uh,
hill real fast, and but yeah, I went to the hospital. I ended up going and driving myself or to the hospital to get checked on, and they told me I had a head concussion, and that's what it was. So um, it's kind of messed up, and I couldn't like smell for a while. Like my sense of smell and taste were completely gone for a while after having the head injury, which was like real weird. But now it's come back. It took a while for it to come back, like months. I had no smell or taste like really at all, and that was my experience with the head concussion. I don't recommend anybody get one.
my first was just like one dumbass dishwasher that always opened and I fucking closed. And like we had like the big crock pots or like whatever you call it to heat up the big meals, and they were like middle iron, right? And they were like on a top shelf, and I ended up putting something on like the very low shelf, and one of the cooked salt falls straight. Like I put something on the bottom shelf, and I just saw made like I don't even know they're at top of the time, but like literally like I put it on the bottom shelf, and like on the top shelf, it literally just like falls straight down, straight on top of my head, and I was like, and I had myself checked out by the security guards, being like, "Yo, man, you might have some concussion," and they were like, "Yo, man, you really shouldn't drive home." I'm like, I'll be good, and I was like all good at home and whatnot, and my mom and dad were like, "Oh, you're acting funny, man," and I was at a very kind of end of the night, like even talking to my brother, and they were both kind of like, "Yeah, you might have a concussion, dude." Like, as like I told them at the very end of the night, and they were like, "You really shouldn't sleep with a concussion and shit like that." And I was like, "What?" I still slept, but like, it was kind of like a fucked up. Like, I really would have told them what happened because it was stupid, but it was kind of like because it was like a super big, heavy thing that fell straight on top of my head. Because like this dumbass dishwasher in the morning where I used to work in PA,
Yeah, I mean, I used
and he
to.
was taller than me, so I couldn't reach them.
Oh, that's our story there for our concussions, everybody. We're Pedal to the Metal podcast. We're all about pedaling to the metal. And
Yo, man, you know how we do. We rent
yeah,
dirt bikes. We tell stupid shit.
yeah,
Please like subscribe. Please rate, comments down. What do you want our next draw to be? Tell us everything. What's going on in your lives? Go off. Like,
yeah,
tell us what's going on. And we'll talk about everything. You know how it is, broskies.
yeah.
And layskis, or however that lady term is. But yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, we're making moves on social. We got the YouTube right now, and we're gonna be going on other places soon as well. It's just I've been using my old YouTube channel that I already had previous to me and Meck starting the podcast, but we're working on getting a website, pedaltothemetal.io, or something similar, whatever we figure out. We're working on it, and we got to shout out our name. We forget to do that sometimes to let everybody know what we're building is Pedal to the Metal. So there you go. We're gonna talk about like politics, gaming. What do we do? What are we doing? Like, yeah, we've talked about everything from food trucks to like print on demand stuff to artwork to like American lifestyle. American lifestyle. How is your American lifestyle going, man? How's America going for you?
My
you
American lifestyle,
yeah,
or some you like to call me American Meck.
yeah.
I love that name.
I mean, you're American.
Everything's going all great, dude. Just living life here in Florida, just chilling.
What's
We're doing our own podcast. We're doing life, just
um
how it should be.
any plans for Fourth of July? I don't really have any yet myself, but I'm like looking forward to seeing some fireworks and celebrating.
Right now, I'm saving up money to come back to PA to come show with you. And by the way, I'm not going to say the last name, but uh, my buddy John is trying to throw a kegger. I'm pretty sure he remembers, so I don't know if he met you or not. Well, he was kind of weirded out by you, actually. That's right. But I'd like to let you get to know him and shit like that, like get you
Yeah,
guys going. I could see you guys being like really cool friends, but
yeah. I don't know if I've met him, but I know you told me he's got the kegger, some type of kegger party. Is that on the July? Is he doing that in July 4th or
I
something?
think it's like I know he told me like mid July, so we'll see.
Well, damn man, if you come back to PA, we'll meet up and we'll do a podcast in person. Be like you watching this
Hell yeah.
and like sitting next to each other or something. Might figure something
Yeah,
out.
I mean down for that because like we can just like chill all night and talk and shit. Like
Beers in our
I still
hands or
think
something.
ladies and gentlemen, let us know how you feel about doing live podcasts. If you want to see it as a live one,
I mean, this is
we'll
live.
we'll be down.
This is a live podcast. We could do it. We could set this up so that people can like chat. I guess somehow on the side. I don't know. I haven't set it up yet or looked into that. But we're on Discord. We're like on Discord right now doing this. Um, Seems like you were into Discord. Do you like? Were you using Discord before we started doing this or anything? Or
I've been using Discord since like it almost came out because my buddy Danny, we're still friends, so
mm-hmm.
but yeah, my buddy Danny told me about Discord. He kind of like got me all set up, and then he told me about it, saying screw Skype, and telling me like, yeah, screw Skype, like get on Discord and get on there, uninstall Skype, get rid of it. It's kind of like Skype from AIM, and then it's kind of like
Yeah,
I don't know. I've had a lot of buddies tell me about these like coolest things, and yet
yeah.
it
Skype.
was from first thing I remember was like AIM, and then I got on the Skype, and then I got told by my buddy Danny, who's a complete nerd, saying get onto Discord. It's 100% better than Skype, and I was like, all right, video, audio call, everything better than everything. So, all right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I like Discord over Skype just because I use it for a lot of other things too. I use it for like making the images. There's this AI generator that I can like make images on for my like I can use this program on Discord where I can tell it to make me an image like we just drew the alligator and the dragon. I could tell it to like create a dragon or alligator for me, and it would do that like within like a second. You can tell it like if you want to have a certain color eyes, or if you want to have breathing ice or breathing fire or whatever. It's like it's on Discord. You have to have a Discord to be able to use the program. So that's pretty much this podcast, and that is all I really use it for. And some of the communities that I'm in for like NFTs, which I don't know if do you even know what an NFT is?
NFT? No, I have no
Yeah,
clue. I'm
the
blindless on that.
NFTs communities that I'm in are into that. They're just don't worry about it. It's just NFTs are silly stuff.
It's kind of a social side group that I kind of love to get like into, like looking up on that. Talk about like politics on this, like what's going on in the world, just like see what's happening, like talking about just a bunch of random dudes, like having a beer or whatever. It's like chilling, talking. I'm sure it's probably not for that, like
Yeah,
what's going on in the world, like
yeah. So I
having a
mean,
couple of beers with them and plus that's probably a good way to make friends is talking politics. Like, hey,
I don't know
so
about.
how I feel about that.
I mean, it's a good way to know that you're connecting with people that are that know that are like good people, I guess. You're not connecting with, if somebody has the same views, it's like important over. I've been listening to this guy. Have you heard of this guy, John F. or Kennedy? Not Kennedy. JF. He's like running for president now. JFK Jr. I think it is. John
JFK. I've heard of him.
or something. Yeah, I was listening to him speak just before we actually started this podcast because he's running for president as a Democrat, and he's actually like pretty based and like pretty in terms of like being a Democrat. He's actually like got some really pretty good views. I like his views on a lot of things, especially when it comes to like um for example his thoughts on pharmaceuticals, and then his thoughts on war. War was one thing that he was talking about, and how well, John F. Kennedy, our old president, he didn't want to get us in wars. He wanted to keep us out of wars. And what he was talking about was like how the CIA is like a cabal of these like group of people that are trying to get us into all these wars in the United States that we don't need to get into, and that the CIA is like trying to force us into all these wars for no good reason. And they're lying to the president to tell the president like, oh, there's all this bad stuff happening. We need to go and get into this war, but like his thoughts are like, screw the CIA. We don't need to get into any wars. We don't need to go fight wars in Cuba, or for example, what's going on in Ukraine is like, yes, it's upsetting. Like Russia is just right now. Russia is just completely destroying Ukraine. But it's like, what are
Wait, you're
we?
destroying the cane?
Yeah, like who are we, the United States, to get involved in that and start sending our troops in, or sending? There's no reason for us to send our troops over there and just become involved in another war, because that's like, we'd be fighting for a country. We would be getting ourselves involved into something which we're already basically kind of involved in. Like we're already sending money to Ukraine, like billions of dollars to Ukraine to fund them, which is like, yeah, Ukraine. It sucks that Ukraine is getting like taken over by communist Russia, but at the same time, it's like it's gonna
If I
happen.
remember right, weren't we like kind of allies with your cane? Like we were allies with your cane, and we were trying to fight against Russia.
I mean, it's kind of what's going on at the moment,
So
basically.
we're still fighting them.
Well, we're not exactly fighting them. We're not. Supposedly, we're just sending money to Ukraine to help, and sending weapons to Ukraine, united from the United States, so that they can fight their own war without us being involved. We're just giving them the resources to fight the war, is what's going on, as far as I know. And thoughts on that? Hmm.
Well, honestly, I just really hope US kick ass against Russia because if anything, they really should just like go hands down with Hurricane saying, "Fuck you, get out of here, okay, you bitch."
Yes.
I'm trying to square in the face or
It,
nuking them, whatever the fuck they want to do.
yeah,
Like,
it's just gonna
they
be
what they do.
nukes everywhere. Just nukes.
Because, like, we both know, like, next nuclear war is going to be with China, if anything. And that's going to be World War III. Excuse me.
Yeah, World War III is gonna be a wild one. I uh I think we're gonna make it. We're gonna we're gonna make it.
Bro, I still say we have 100% the strongest forces, Navy, military, army, out of every single state. Wait, remind me again, which one is the biggest state? Japan or China?
China.
China? Alright, so China might have a chance on defeating us, but besides all the other pussy countries, I still say we had the best chance of winning because we had the strongest force out of all of them.
Heck yeah. Let's
Fuck
go.
yeah, USA.
Yeah, I'm down with that thinking. If we get into war, we're just gonna kick ass. This is how we roll. USA. Let's do it.
USA! USA!
Um,
Man, I should be a speech giver. Like, I feel like I'm that good, like, just in the front of a crowd, just me cheering off people, you're like, let's go. I should be a speech giver, bro.
yeah, I used to do like open mics with music and playing guitar and stuff, and that was my experience with talking in front of an audience, and it was always like it was like a challenge to at first to learn how to be able to like interact and uh to like properly keep attention of people and like learn how to like actually keep them entertained without just it's like if you're gonna be up on if you're gonna be up there, you gotta keep everybody entertained, and it's like otherwise they're just gonna like not listen, and they're gonna be like bored. It's like you're there to entertain and provide value and make people happier and make people's lives better when you're up on a stage, and so that's what you gotta try and do is hype people up. Go USA, USA, USA,
USA!
USA.
USA!
Yeah.
And reminds me of the time of fucking Washington when Trump and everybody else was like, yo, this whole thing is being like a fraud or something like that, where they replaced the USA flags with the Trump flags and down. And I was there. I lived it. I learned it. I was there, man.
Oh yeah, were you wait, where what was this, a rally or something?
It was a rally, bro. And a lot of people got arrested for it.
Are you talking about the January 6th? And
I think it was, I don't know the dates, but yes.
yeah, you were there. Were you there after the president election already happened and he was they said that he lost the
Yes.
election?
It was on TV,
Yeah.
bro. I remember that. Like, coming home and my mom and dad were watching it. And I was like, wow, I lived history.
Yeah, I'm glad you weren't arrested, man. Or so far. Um now that you're saying that you're there live on this podcast, they might come after you. No, I'm kidding. They
You
won't.
know what? They all can suck my cock. Come
Yeah,
after me,
I
bro.
agree. Man,
I didn't do anything.
yeah, you
My
didn't.
buddy wanted to get home for his like I don't know, somebody's birthday or whatever, and we left before like any of that rally shit happened, so we just let my
Well,
buddy Jake and
yeah. What did you guys end up doing there? Did you just walk around and like see like giant crowds? What was that like?
there was some cool history shit. I can't remember any of it. It was a few years ago to be honest with you, but yeah.
Well, you went to I don't know. Did you see like what did you see? Anything? Like you can't name
I
anything.
remember going across a bridge and there's like some plaque or whatever, and I just remember being to feel like history shit. And
Yeah. You didn't
I
actually
don't got the brightest bulb in the pack, all right?
you didn't actually go to
I
the
can't remember what they said.
you didn't actually see Trump talk there, did you? Or
Oh, I did. I
you
saw
did?
Trump. I saw Trump speaking his
Nice.
mind, and we were like, "Let's go, Trump!" Or like, I don't know. They were cheering on something. Like I was like, "Let's go, let's go!"
You could actually see him in
I
front of you.
was there in the crowd. I was like in the back
Yeah,
where I
I
couldn't
figured.
see him, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but like it was like packed, like complete, like you were so far
Oh,
back.
it
You
was
were just like,
packed, bro.
hmm. Yeah. And it, was it were people were pretty people like all high energy? Was there a lot of energy? Like,
Oh, there was a lot of energy, bro, going on, and people were like cheering him on. Let's go him, and then like they were handing out flyers and shit
hmm,
versus Biden and versus Trump,
hmm.
and I was like, Biden. Trump, my guy. And it's so kind of goes on my kind of thing. If I run for president, I'm going off of him. I'm literally it's gonna be like him. It's like everything he said, everything he does. I want to be like Trump, run for president, have his wisdom, and be like, that is my way too. Like literally, I like Trump from day one. Just everything I have to say, and he's still trying to make weed legal. He's still trying to do all that shit.
Did you?
He's just like an ultimate cool dude. Like
So did you?
I so love to like even meet him in person one day, being like, yo,
when you were
I went
there,
to Washington. I should have been arrested one day. Not arrested, but
I mean that's cool, man. I'm interested. Like, did you stay the whole speech that he did that day, or did you leave before he
I
was
think it
done?
was like 3/4 or like I think it was like 3/4 speech I stayed for.
Yeah, you probably wanted to get out of there before everybody left, and it's like hard to get out. But
And that's what we did.
I've gone to a couple of his rallies. I mean, one in Lancaster, which was fantastic. It was like an old airport base, and there was a bunch of like cool um, old fighter jets that were out of service, like from I don't know World War II or something. Is there just like I don't know too much about. I can't really speak on aircraft because I'm not like super knowledgeable about the stuff. But it was like old planes, and they were just cool looking. Um, the whole place was packed. Like he doesn't joke around when he says when Trump says that the rally's so packed and that the fake news media isn't showing everybody there. There's like it's just like there were so many people there. Lines there was a line to get in. I don't even think everybody could get in. And Lancaster's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It's like no, the wood. Like it's like you gotta drive to get there for a lot of people. So people really all drove out there to see him, and it was fun. I had to get up. I went to a parking lot, and the parking lot was packed. I had to get on a bus from the parking lot, so I got onto a bus with a bunch of other Trump supporters and rode on the bus to the actual rally. And there's like bus after bus after bus taking people back and forth to the parking lot and back. Um, yeah, it was just a fun time because everybody there was just there to have just like USA. Like it was just like everybody was there to be. It was a fun rally. You know, he makes things fun. He knows how to like bring good energy into the environment and get people hyped up and
He
yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
And like he's like my dream guy, like on who I want to be in life. Just like man, I want to be him one day.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Crazy thing is, he's just got so much shit to deal with, and he still like comes in with like a positive attitude at his rallies, even though he's dealing with so much shit from everybody, the world. As a president, when you're a president, it's like you got to deal with stuff, and it's probably pretty stressful. I can imagine. Uh, but we talked about politics for a minute. Let's talk about gaming. I was playing some Halo the other day, some Halo and some Call of Duty with a couple buddies of mine, and they had uh they had the they had the game. They're really good with computer stuff, so they were able to get they have like the pre versions that weren't even released. Like they got the version of Halo 3 that's like Halo 2.5, so it's like not even the official released version somehow. And we were playing that. It just brought back good memories. I haven't played Xbox
No
360
man,
and
you know
stuff.
what game we gotta look into, and which is what I really want to buy. It's called Apex Legend. Well, I already got the game. It's more so I gotta buy an external hard drive because, of course, my computer only carries like 500 gigabytes and not terabytes. So I got the world's shittiest hard drive. So I gotta upgrade shit on it. But yeah, like I'm probably gonna buy like a 5 terabyte hard drive, and install like all the games, and yeah.
Yeah, Apex Legend is like one of the most popular games that everybody's into these days. It seems like that and Minecraft is like the two big things.
Then they would all likely right about now, right, y'all?
No idea what you just said.
I said they all would probably like me right now.
uh, yeah,
Or at least when I get the freaking hard drive, because I'm not rich and I got bills and shit.
yeah, I was playing
You
some.
know, being an adult is fun and all, like freedom of speech and just doing shit. It's hard and all, but it's kind of like I wish I had more money, and that's why I'm going back to wellness school, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. This money is always could always use more money. Is agreed. Yeah, why not? You know, it's like is money. Does money make people happy? I think it does. I think it makes people more happy if you got more money. You know.
I agree, and it's
So
honestly the one thing with welding. It was mainly my dad's idea, kind of got me like into welding, and now I kind of want to get back into it. I started from high school, and now I'm like hearing like all these cool masks that like help you see shit, making you everything better. I'm kind of like, damn, now I can actually do it. Like I can get my certifications and everything. It's like my world's biggest problem is just like just seeing the bees. They just and I just couldn't see for shit what the regular mask they had when I was in school
yeah,
in
it has one of those like the
2014.
it's like this is the vision. I've seen the masks. It's like, am I right? It was like this kind
Yo,
of
they were shitty, but now they got better masks apparently for 2022. Wait, 2023.
nice. I
But
don't
yeah,
know.
like apparently now it's like a big upgrade for like what they used to have, and now I'm kind of want to see like what they got and see if like can I actually do it? Just and I said, dude, I want for fucking underwater welding, bro. Like I'm going for my dream job. Like underwater welding, that's my dream job. They got a bros.
Mhm.
Underwater welding. Meck's all American Meck's dream job.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Underwater welding is you're literally putting you got fire. It's like I've never really seen it, but it's like you have to if you're welding underwater, it's like you're making heat underwater, which is like crazy. It's like having
Yep.
fire in the water, inside of water, you have a fire going. That's nuts. Like to think about. Um, yeah, have you ever been underwater for a long period of time, like scuba diving or anything like that, or like with a tank or
Nope. I
anything?
still need to get a scuba diving license. I gotta do all that. So I still gotta do it.
Yeah. Myself, I haven't really either done that. I'd like to do that. I'd like to go and
I
see
mean,
cool
I'm
fish.
I'll admit I'm a little scared to do it with how fucked up my knees are. But yeah, all American Meck, not scared of anything, so I'm sort of just drop in
Hmm. Yeah, I think
and
if
see
you,
if I can do it.
I feel like if you're in the water, your knee won't
That's
even.
how cool I am.
Uh, if you're in the water, does your knee even really matter? Because you're basically floating. It's like,
Not really with the heavy tanks and shit like that.
uh,
You gotta know how to fucking float, bro. You gotta know how to do that. And it's like, there's a lot of shit when it comes to scuba dive. Like, I know how to swim and shit like that, but it's just my knees that kind of like
uh,
worry me, dude.
yeah,
That's the only thing that scares me about it. But like, I'm still just gonna jump in and say, fuck it, I got it.
yeah,
Especially once I get the water degree, I'm just gonna be like, all in, all in. I got it. And it's or something worse, somebody saves my life.
yeah. Yeah, I could see you doing some welding. You look like a welder, dude. Wearing that tank top, you could be a tank top. I feel like just like with your big muscles, like just fucking.
These guys.
That man. Uh,
Shut it off again.
so what are we doing? Should we keep going with this podcast? What are you thinking?
Oh no, how far are we in?
No idea. um,
Hmm.
like what a half hour you think? It doesn't say I'm not. I can't see it. It's the time's not up on my screen.
Yeah, I don't even know either. I don't even know what else to talk about, to be honest with you, besides like my own career.
I mean, I think we
And
talked.
that's like possibly it's gonna like be cool and shit like that. But
Yeah,
how
no.
about like I'm thinking about buying an Xbox because like some of the Xbox games don't come out on PC like the PS4. But I don't know. I'm kind of like still looking into it, but like I don't know, like the newer systems and shit like that.
Hmm. Yeah. Um. Yeah.
Oh hey, you want to see my Sega games I got?
If,
I mean like 2 seconds. I can quickly grab all of
yeah.
them.
Sure. I mean, yeah. I didn't even know you had a Sega. That's what's up.
Yep. Oh, quickly go grab them.
Yeah, I had a Sega, which I got rid of. I had Sonic. I had Sonic the Hedgehog was the best game in my opinion on it, and I don't know, like what else did I even play on it? It's like I had like golf, like soccer, football, some sports games. It's cool. Uh,
I'll be right back.
all right, well, we're the Pedal to the Metal podcast. Pedal to the Metal, Medal is how you spell metal. It's like the reward because we're pedaling to the metal and we're gonna win big as we do as Americans because that's what Americans do is they win big. Well, American Meck is getting his games might actually have them.
Oh my god, like now my computer does that.
What is that?
I might have fucked up and put my thing on my. Holy fucking my one lucky ass bastard. Holy shit. I thought I broke my computer for a sec.
Dang.
Hey. No price, no nothing. I one lucky bastard. Anyways.
Yeah, that headset you got on is actually working pretty good for the audio. I can hear you real good. I think it's coming in better than other ones. Sega game controllers.
It's games.
Hmm.
Alright. Oh yeah, and it is a controller, but
Hmm.
yeah, we had
Yeah, nice. It's like a air. Is that for like a air or air fighter game or something?
yeah.
Flying game. That's cool. I didn't have one of those controllers. I didn't even know that Sega had those.
And the cable for the Sega.
Um, it's upside down.
Can you read that?
Yeah, it's upside down. There you go. Real monsters. Oh, I like the graphics on that one. It's kind of cool.
Yep. One of my
Oh,
favorites.
nice Frogger. That's what's up. I didn't even know that was a. Man, that's legit. You got the OG Frogger.
And one of my other favorites.
Sonic 3. Nice.
Yep.
Hmm.
I remember this one.
Yeah. NFL 95. I think I had that one. It's playing that.
Yep. One of my favorite shows.
Tom and Jerry. Nice. Nice. I think we talked about that before on a podcast. How you like Tom and Jerry.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. And then this one must be my brothers because I don't remember this one at all. but this one I wonder what he was into apparently.
Animaniacs. Yeah, I remember that. That was like
I don't remember playing that one at all, honestly. Uh, that's one I remember playing.
Road Rash 2. Nice. That bike looks like the
That
one I
one,
had. That looks like the bike I had actually on it.
and all the games are in there too, dude.
Mm.
All the games are in there. Um, this one I don't remember playing, but maybe my brother was into it and I wasn't, but I really don't remember this one.
The Jungle Book. I remember. I know the movie, but
I know the movie, like I don't remember playing the game.
hmm.
I think that was my brother playing it. Um, oh, this one I was a huge fan of, and this one also coming next. But yeah,
Oh, Sonic 2. And it's got the other character.
and it's pretty all the game's still in there.
Nice. It looks like it's brand new. It's
Yep.
still good condition.
I wonder how much I could sell all that for. Because like, imagine Sega's stuff being like expensive and you could barely find them. But and that's what I remember playing as a kid too.
Tasmania. Yeah, dude. That's a cool that's a cool character. I remember the Tasmanian Devil was crazy.
And they're still in there,
Yeah.
intact. But yeah, dude, like I still got all my
Yes,
old
sir.
Sega games. Like
Classics. Like real OG came from the startup of gaming in general. Like that's the beginning of like the real systems. Uh, all these youngins have no idea what it was like to ever play these games. They're hard to get. It's hard to even find them today. Um,
yeah, like I see all the games like still in there, dude. Like everything. I wonder how much I could get for it. Cause like I know Segas are rare, right?
yeah, they're
They
definitely
don't
less and less of them.
they don't make those games anymore. Like shit.
Yeah, if they do, they're just remakes, and they're not like the OG is definitely worth more. Will always be worth more.
You know what I still remember doing when I was a kid? Still like trying to get the game to work.
Yep, you got to blow on it. That's right.
Blowing into it. It's like
Yep, and it really does work. It makes a
I
difference.
miss doing that shit, man.
Yep.
I miss the Sega, dude. I remember like half of the games we used to play. Me and my brother.
Fun stuff.
It was fun, and I still miss our old days. But I so much I talk to my brothers sometimes, but we really don't talk anymore, sadly.
Mm,
And I'm still trying to get in touch with them, but honestly, I just gave up on him,
mm. Well,
sadly.
yeah. You were talking about him before in podcasts how how your brother is serving in the Navy,
Yeah,
which I appreciate his service and for that. You know, it's things that I don't know your whole story with him, but I don't know that you really want to talk about it or not. But it's
I really rather not get
yeah,
into
yeah,
details, man.
yeah. S-
We've had a lot of shit going on back in the days, and even in the future, and it's something
Yeah,
I'd rather talk about because I want to say something fucked up, and honestly, one thing I can't so want to say, I
Yeah,
still want to
let's.
make a song about my brother saying like how big of a dick he was and
Uh,
leaving us behind and shit like that. But
uh, well, let's keep this
you know what?
let's keep
Yeah,
this podcast let's keep this podcast positive before we get into any kind of thing that's
exactly.
serious.
Let's get out of
We
that
just we just
moment. So
showed off
let's
some cool games there with the Sega Genesis, and that's what's up. Is like Sega Genesis is just solid. I like Nintendo 64. Was like the first real gaming system that I got into. I like playing Super Smash Brothers, Mario, Go Kart 64, and those two games were basically my favorites on it. Star Fox, um, Mario Party, Mario 64. Uh, you ever play any of those games that I mentioned?
yep.
Yeah. Ah, cool. So, what do we do? Let's give each other another drawing challenge and close this podcast out. You think?
Let's do it, broski. What do you want me to draw?
I want you to draw. Uh, yeah. What do I want you to draw? I'm thinking. I liked all those characters you were just showing me. It was kind of cool on those
You know,
games.
give me another like hot sauce bottle, get
Yeah,
or whatever you want to give me. Give me something.
yeah, yeah. I do want to give you another hot sauce bottle. Thanks for giving me a little tip there. I'm gonna say do a hot sauce bottle, except for I want it to be no 3 hot sauce bottles. I want 3 hot sauce bottles
Yeah.
all next to each other, line like 3 to 5, between 3 and 5 hot sauce bottles, somewhere between 3 and 5, kind of lined up on a shelf. That's it.
On a shelf?
On a shelf, or
That's
on a counter, on a shelf, on
all
some type of
customized
or a
and
table. It can be on anything. It just has to be. They have to be on something.
alright, I got you. For you I challenge looking at my um man, I don't even know what to give you now. You gave me like a
Yeah,
super challenge one.
you help me out. I'll say, yeah, you
You know
challenged
what?
me to draw an alien again. There
You
you go.
know what? I want you to draw me an alien hot sauce bottle, but you can't copy my what I did. I want something with hair and something with a gun.
All right,
What's it saying?
all right.
Made in a hot sauce bottle where you can like open the bottle like, and the bottle pops up.
Hmm. All right.
Like what my bottle was to Mothman slash alien.
Alien
That
gun.
is my challenge to you, and
All
it's
right. Yeah, let's
one
go.
versus three. So,
Uh,
oh, laka.
We're Pedal to the Metal podcast. That's American Meck. I'm Chadwick. This is June 16th, I think. This is whatever stuff, something like that. And we're ending out the podcast. I hope everybody enjoyed, and we'll have more to come
June
soon.
17th, correct that, but
Thanks.
we all love you.
What am I thinking? It is the 17th. It's Saturday, the 17th. All right. See you all soon. Peace out.
Leonard Broski's.